All right, what's going on, guys? We are still in Santa Marta, Colombia. We're going to be doing some lure fishing today. I am at the harbor, which I didn't think you were allowed to fish, but after walking by here the last couple days, I saw 3 or 4 different people fishing here over the course of several hours, so I think we're okay here. We'll throw some really small lures around here and try to get into some more predatory species, and if this doesn't work, we'll walk over and we'll throw a couple little lures off of the beach, off of the sand. So let's give it a shot and let's see what we can make happen here. Alrighty, so here is the harbor we're going to be fishing, and here's what we're going to be throwing. A little 3.5 gram jig head with a Z-Man shad fries, 1 3/4 inch little soft plastic swim bait. So we'll flip this around, we'll see what we can find. I've seen some parrotfish here, which we're probably not going to catch on a lure, some sergeants, which we're probably not going to catch on a lure, and some small snappers, which are probably too small to catch on this lure. But maybe there's some bigger snappers or something else out there that we'll be able to catch. Got him. It's a barracuda. Small one. Let's see if we can get him in on my ultralight gear. There's a little landing spot here. I think we can get him in. Oh. These guys have some sharp teeth on them. Let me flip him on up here. Alright, so this might just be a great barracuda, which I've caught before in Florida, or it might be a different species of barracuda. There's not a ton of different species of barracuda, but there are a couple. So who knows what this is. We will get this guy back, and hopefully we can ID it later. My hope is that it's not a great barracuda, and that we can also ID it. But for now, he's back. So I was doing my regular fishing, tossing the lure around, and then I spotted a goby. And you know how much I like gobies. So I tied on a little micro hook, cast it out with a little scented soft plastic, and we got this guy. I was really hoping it was going to be something cool, but this is just a regular frillfin goby, which is the most common frillfin goby species in the western Atlantic, as far as I'm aware. So unfortunately, it's not that cool. I was hoping it would be something cooler. But let's get this thing back. I'm going to tie the lure back on, I think. I'll keep tossing that thing around. Alright, so we are going to make our way here into the surf, and we'll see what we can do here. The harbor did not produce nearly as well as I had hoped that it would. Caught that one barracuda on the lure. I think I got 2 more bites from barracudas. There were several there that I could see. But yeah, that was it, unfortunately. If I was fishing there with some bait, like let's say some shrimp, like I usually do, we'd catch a lot, but it would just be like schoolmaster snappers, mangrove snappers, a bunch of moharas, some French grunts that I could see, some sergeant majors, some night sergeants. So a lot of fish there, just nothing big or predatory, except for a couple barracudas. So we'll fish the surf here for, I don't know, an hour or so. We'll see if we can catch something here, because I would love to catch more than just that one barracuda on this video. I did catch that one frillfin goby when I switched over to a little piece of artificial bait for a few minutes. But overall, disappointing session. Alrighty, so here we are on the jetty that I fished in the last video. When we started surf fishing, we were all the way down there where those other rocks are. We fished that entire stretch of beach there to the right and got absolutely nothing. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here on this jetty because, well, I don't have super high hopes. But we'll make a few casts here and then we'll call it a day. But this is a prime example of why they call it fishing and not catching. Because we sure did a lot of fishing today, but we did not do a lot of catching, or really almost any catching at all. Alright guys, so that's going to do it here, and like I said, this is why they call it fishing and not catching. But this video goes out to all my lure fans. Every once in a while, I'll get a comment from someone asking why I don't use lures more, or that I should use lures more, because most of the time I'm fishing bait when I'm traveling. I think that just gives me the biggest chance to catch the largest number of fish, and that's usually my goal. But today I threw around some lures, and it didn't go all that well. We got one barracuda on the lure. So yeah, that's going to do it here. Unfortunately, I think this is the way the fishing is going to go in this area. A couple more people showed up on the jetty here as I was packing up, and they were fishing bait. There's a couple fish markets in the area as well, and every night as I've walked by, fishermen have been bringing their catches in to sell, and there are tons and tons and tons and tons of fish of all different sizes, all different species, a lot of jacks, a lot of tuna species, a lot of mackerel species. But I think this area has a lot of very heavy fishing pressure, just for the people that live here, so they can eat and well, survive off of that. So I think that's going to make fishing here a little bit more difficult, and it's been rather difficult the 2 times I have fished here so far. But you know, it was still not an awful day. We got to fish for a couple hours. We're in Colombia, we're on vacation. I'm exploring a new area, throwing around some lures, getting my hands on a couple fish here and there, and things could always be worse. I got my feet in the sand right now, so things could always be worse. Yeah, it wasn't an awful day, even though it was a pretty awful fishing session. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Colombia plays Uzbekistan tonight in the World Cup. So I'm gonna head back to the hotel, shower, get all the sand and salt off of me, and probably try to find somewhere local where I could go and watch the World Cup with some Colombians here, because I think that would be make for a pretty exciting night here. So, yep, that's gonna do it. One barracuda is all we got to show for our efforts today. Either way though, hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.